What's up, everybody? Fireman Scott here. I am back at Prime Social for another session of 1-3 PLO. We had a good first week, up 2,800. The 1-3 games are fire. We're doing the same thing as last week. 3 bullets of $400, $1,200 total. Let's try and run it up. Okay, what's up, everybody? I'm going to narrate this for you. First hand of the day, I have a suited ace. Ace Queen 6-4. Late position. I'm going to raise it up. This dude, Luis, min raises me from the small blind. Doesn't mean he has a good hand, it just means he wants to let me know that he is here to gamble. That's okay, several colors in between. I have the button. First hand of the day. And when I see a flop like this, this is a wake up time to fuck flop. Open-ended with a nut flush draw. Looks like a position bet. Everybody checks to me. I bet 100. Hey. They all fold. Okay, so the very next hand, guys, I have a real hunk of junk, but it was only $15 and everybody played it. I mean, goodness, I do have an ace and a king. I do have wheel possibilities. I could possibly make it straight with a king and a 9, even though they're no good. This is a real hunk of junk, guys. But you never know what'll come on the flop. The main reason I showed this hand is because I want to show everybody a little bit about knowing where you're at as far as chip stacks. I'm not even that good at math, but I know when the pot can be reopened. Look at this flop. For such a hunk of junk hand, I flop nut flush draw, even though I have 4 hearts in my hand and a gutter. I'll be going nowhere. And here's what I'm talking about, the chip stacks. The first guy that bets 40. And Luis makes it 150. He raised it $110. You hear me? Or you can't hear me, but I did say how much did he bet here. This guy moves all in here, and right away I know that the pot cannot be reopened by Luis. But you should be doing this, and I'm not saying take more time when it gets to you. I'm saying before it gets to you, do the math yourself. Luis made it 150. This guy made it 250. He's only raising it $100, so Luis cannot re-raise it. You have to know this if you're in my position. No shit, I even forgot what my cards were. Oh yeah, this is an example of why not to play a big piece of shit. I think it's reopened, bud. You made it 150, right?
On top of 40.
110?
110, 140, 256.
$4 short?
It is $4 short. It's not quite reopened.
Yeah, sorry.
Not open?
No, it's short by $4.
Good news for you is I don't think I have enough to fold anything on the turn.
Put you over there, right?
No, I only go once anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Luis is crazy. He's been up all night. And like he let me know with the little min raise the first hand, he is going to be gambling today. Blank. Miss. Bad news for me. Lose my first buy-in. Luis shows the premium Jack Deuce Deuce 3. I show the premium Ace King 9 3. You've been here all night, Luis?
Folding.
Oh shit.
Deuce.
That's the one.
23 hours straight. What was it? The deuce deuce? Deuce deuce jack 3. Wait. You can make a lot of money in this game. That's why I love PLO. Ace jack 3 4. 1 suit to the ace and the button. Somebody else has raised it. I'm just gonna take a call here. Luis putting on a show here, makes it $100. By the time he gets back to me. Listen to him. He's meowing, basically calling you a pussy if you don't call. I love this guy. When it gets back around to me, it's gonna be, yes, a quarter of my chip stack, but it's a no-brainer call. I get to see what everybody else does on the flop. I have a nut draw, I have a wheel draw, I have a Broadway draw. Anything could happen. I'm gonna see the flop here. But turns out it's a bad flop for me and for Luis's range. This dude here is a YouTube subscriber and a new buddy of mine. He bets the pot.
Yep. 17. I'm sorry. You should rip it right over. Rip it.
Grab ahead, man.
That's it. 7
The first guy, I forget his name, I'm sorry. We've recently become buddies. He had flopped top 2 pair, 7s and 8s, and the other guy, Omar, had flopped a set of 7s. Nice hand, bro, nice hand. Everybody's winning pots today except for me. We're about to change all of that. Got my 9s right, double suited 9s. I'm so excited.
Mom told you.
My mom told me to fold.
His mom, not his...
30.
What? I was so excited about my double suited 9s that I almost said my 9s told me to fold. What? Bad omen when it comes to the 9s? What could this be? Everybody thinks that I win with 9s all the time, but I do lose with 9s quite a bit. Need a good flop here. What do we get? Ugh, nothing. Well, we have a 9 high flush draw, but we're not in love with it. Multi-way flop. Can my 9 high flush draw really be good? Everybody checks around. I get a free card. Pairs the board with kings. Everybody checks around to me the second time. At this point, I say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Put the big bluff in. If I get called and if I'm not dead, I at least have spades to back me up or possibly a 9. I don't think I'm going to get called by anybody unless they have a full house or a king. And like I said, it's been checked to me twice. Turns out, my boy flopped a set of queens. He now has queens full and I am drawing dead. Nice hand. There goes my second buy-in.
436
Sunday night? I heard Sunday's been busy there, so look next Sunday.
269.
Haga champion, man. Entonces sea usted, man. Hey. Ese agro no doing nothing, right? No, nada. What's going on?
6 players.
Dos, Carmen.
Pot.
155.
How much?
155.
How much? 155? Ako, 155.
23 hours, and this is the hand you picked.
How much you live, bro? You want to go more?
220.
What do you do?
Just once, just once.
Huh?
Two pair.
9.
Finally. Pate, pate, pate.
You'll be in the ring. 20.
In this hand, the same dude opens to 20. Has a couple of callers in between. I have a perfect calling hand. I don't want to raise and possibly have to fold this pre-flop. I have 2 kings. I have a jack. I'm suited to the king. If I flop spades, there's only 1 spade draw that can beat me. If I flop a set, there's only 1 set that can beat me.
7 player.
I want to see the flop, and it's no good for me. I know this guy has aces. No matter what, he has aces. Even though I flop a jack here, I'm in trouble. He leads out and bets his aces. This was just a bad bet. He is a good player, but he should have not let out with aces here. He does. He gets 1 caller. Everybody folds their hand. He bets on the turn. When it comes to possible wheel, he checks and Omar bets it. He calls the $200. On the river, Omar bets another 200 and he tanks for like 5 minutes. I'm thinking my kings would be good. If you notice, I hit a king on the river and I think it's got to be good. I had a blocker to the wheel also. So I don't think that Omar has a set. So I'm considering, would I have called if I had my hand? Yes, I would have, and so did he. It ends up being a bad call for him, and it would have been a bad call for me because Omar does show the wheel. He didn't want to be on the channel at first, but he didn't know he was going to play so good. He actually did say he didn't mind being on the channel. Thank you for everybody who wins or loses hands and doesn't mind being on here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But he just seems like it took too long to do the videos.
It's easier to do when you're winning, but you have a couple of bad sessions in there, and then you try to vlog it. It's hard, you know. I mean, you got to put 30 hours into video editing. Watching the hands that you lost over and over again, you're like, fuck this shit.
45.
Chinese mark. Show them the great Chinese wall of Chinese mark chips. I'm recording you, Mark. Mark's my boy. We've been playing poker together for like a decade, probably. Last hand of the day. It's 2 9s. Double suited with an ace. Oh shit. I'm going broke with this one. How much is that? I don't mean to go broke though. I thought I played it really well. There was a raise, and then my buddy re-raises it to 90. I'm sorry, I raised it, get a couple of callers. My buddy re-raises it to 90, and I think it's a perfect spot to get it in with my double suited 9s. I'm going to isolate, and then I realize Luis is still at the table. Am I crazy? I'm not going to isolate. He's crazy. You crazy bastard.
Yeah, we're even.
You win some, you lose some. All in. I flopped pair of fours, backdoor flush draw, and straight blockers. But all he needs is a queen to win. Good hand. It's been fun. Hope you liked the vlog. Click like and subscribe. Read 'em and weep. Nines. Nice hand, Luis. Queen. Nice hand, dude. Nice.